new message.
Hey Jared, it's Connor. Just on you from the West Coast. Wondering how you're doing. LA's weird, man. Things kind of just blend together. The weather never really changes. It's just kind of endless traffic, and it's kind of weird. Everyone out here is kind of paranoid. It seems like too perfect, like it's manufactured. It's weird. I had a dream that I woke up in traffic and hit the back of someone's car. And then I woke up and realized I didn't have to go to work for another 30 minutes. Anyways, just wondering how you're doing. I miss you, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later.
To replay this message, press 1. To delete, press 7. To return the message sender's call, press 8. To save, press 9. For more options, press 6.
I came here a couple of weeks ago and I just walked around and I did some thinking. But I really love the view here and the whole atmosphere, so I came back. I mean, what I really want is to see if I can get some footage of the sun setting, you know? Like, over the water. But it's summertime now, so the sun doesn't set until really late. So I'm just waiting around, I guess. I mean, that's sort of what I'm doing anyway. I mean, just in general. But I can probably just talk to pass the time while I wait. I can tell stories. Like, so a couple of weeks ago, my grandmother, she tapped me on the shoulder and she whispered my name. And she handed me a $50 bill. Then like a week after that, I went over to her place and my mom and I did some yard work for her, and she gave me money again. And both times it made me feel really ashamed. But I've been feeling really guilty lately anyway. I just think that everyone's disappointed in me and I should feel bad because I don't really have any ambition in life. I just feel like there's no meaning to anything. I've been having a hard time enjoying myself lately. Because it's almost like when I am enjoying myself, I wind up feeling bad because I think that I don't deserve to enjoy myself. Like I haven't earned the right to have a good time. But it's entirely unjustified. I don't know where it comes from. And I'm always worried that people don't like me. It really bothers me. Just the idea that, you know, my close friends, they don't want me around. I guess it's just a thing. I try not to worry about it and just trust people, but it's hard. It's hard for me because I have a hard time liking myself anyway, so I can't really get out of my headspace and imagine that someone could, you know, perceive me in a way I don't see myself. I guess what I want is just for someone to say that they to say they love me. It's a dumb human nature thing. But I had a really large argument with a friend of mine about a year ago about this, because, well, we were talking about being in relationships, like romantic relationships, and I'm never in relationships, like in years, but I was saying I just don't see the point of them because they're such a pain in the ass. And I know deep down that the only reason why I feel compelled to be in one is because of some biological imperative. Like the human animal is just biologically driven to reproduce, so I have that instinct. But it isn't really necessary. But he just kept telling me that I can't think like that because I'm gonna drive myself crazy and just be miserable all the time. Which I think maybe he's right about. But my friends are good people. They're nice to be around and they're good company and they make good conversation. I'm lucky to have them, honestly, you know? My old man gave me a lift back to my apartment about a month ago, and, well, we have a little routine that we've done for years, and what happens is I usually say, "Thanks for the ride, lady," when I get out, because it's from that it's from that Twilight Zone episode with the hitchhiking ghost. And he usually laughs at that. And if I don't say it, he'll just fill in the blank, and he says it himself. He really likes when I say it, and I think he likes it. I think he likes that I started doing it because it's really his sense of humor. And I think he really feels like I'm his son when I say it. But he usually says something like, "Watch out for those crazy Boston drivers," and I say whatever, like, "Yeah, have a safe ride home, have a good night, see you soon, have a good one," whatever I say. It's not calculated. But the last time we did this whole little routine, he dropped me off and he said, "Watch out for those crazy Boston drivers, okay?" And I realized what he actually means when he says that. And it's pretty much his way of saying, "I love you. Take care of yourself." Or like, "I don't want to lose you." The sunset doesn't look as great as I was hoping. It's not really that extravagant shades of purple, beams of light against the sky sunset. It's just the sun setting. It's somber, it's mundane, which I guess I like. I don't know. I feel a little lost. I just thought it would be worthwhile to spend this time I had right now telling stories. I guess they weren't really stories. I'm just talking about myself. But I think that's good. I think it's good to try to put yourself out there, and I think it's good to. I think it's good to try to enjoy yourself and enjoy everything that's around us, our surroundings and everything, before it gets dark, before the light fades away. Thanks for the ride, lady.
You want me to read it? Dear boys, always nice to hear from you on the phone, but I thought I would write you a letter. It's hard for me to hear that you two are not getting along, but it's okay. If you want to live in separate places next year, that's alright. You two have always supported each other, but I understand wanting your personal space. God forbid, just because you're brothers doesn't mean you have to spend your whole life together. I just hope you are able to work out any of the disagreements you are having and find a cure for all the hostility. If you can't do it for yourselves, can you do it for me? I love both of you very much and miss you all the time. The house is lonely without you. I know it's been several years, but it still doesn't feel right. I missed when you were kids and I had to take care of you all day. Crazy, I know. Please, please keep trying to quit smoking. It keeps me up at night. Nick, keep looking for jobs. You've always been just like your father, very proud and very selective. But remember that you don't have to keep it for the rest of your life. Just something to make a little money and get you started. Mark, I'm sorry about what happened with the scholarship. I know you worked very hard and it meant a lot to you. When one door closes, another one opens. And try to stay positive. You're like me. You won't be able to stop blaming yourself, but try. It's not your fault, and know that I'm always here for you. Don't feel like you're alone in this. I know you two are fighting, but you have each other. Please stay safe. I love you, Mom.
I think he came from the basement.
down here.
New message.
Hi, Jarrod. It's Elliot. Love the voicemail message. The Jarrod White was a pleasant surprise at 8 in the morning here in California. Anywho, I'm calling because I'm going to be back in Boston in about 2 weeks here. I'm back on the 1st. And I'd very much like to get together. I'm missing the verbal jousting and the exchange of esoteric horror films from decades past. I'm going through withdrawals here as it happens. Anywho, yeah, so I'd love to get together sooner rather than later. Oh, by the way, I saw Verses and Circuses. Really, just wow. No, and I mean that. I mean that. It was marvelous. You have this wonderful shot. You and Aaron have this wonderful shot. I think it comes, it's earlier on in the film, where you go to crash in that guy's apartment, and there's this shot of your feet with the window in the background. And I mean, it was just like, okay, yeah, wow. I got a real, like, Lenny Bob Fosse vibe about it, but maybe I'm just generalizing as it's a black and white film about a struggling artist. It was brilliant, though. I loved every second of it. Oh, and incidentally, my hair has grown out in the months since I looked like a fat Ed Norton from American History X. So your Troy Duffy biopic doesn't look likely in the near future, unless I'm asked to shave my head again for something, and it's absolutely, crucial to, I don't know, whatever. It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't gonna shave my head again. So there's that. Anyway, love to get together, and I'm dying to do another Jarrod White picture. I'm dying. So please, call me back when you get this. I want to talk with you. I want to figure out what we can do. And yes, there it is. Talk to you soon.